Championship home kits. They come out every single year, and today we're going to rank every single one in the 2021-22. It's more like it. If you'd like me to do this for the away kits, then by all means please just drop a like on the video and we'll get into it. We'll start with Bournemouth. Every year that I've known them, they've worn pretty much exactly the same kind of kit, no difference at all. Last year they had that paintbrush effect. This year it is different. They've gone for much thinner black and red stripes. There's no stripes on the sleeves either. It's a pretty cool looking kit. I personally, if I had the choice, I would prefer their previous style, even though I just criticised it for being not original. I do prefer that. Maybe that's recency bias playing a part. Decent kit though, not bad. It's different for sure, but nothing special. I'll give it a 7. Birmingham, apart from the 2019-20 season where they had dark blue sleeves, which I thought was one of their best kits that they've had in a long time, every Blues kit for me has been really quite underwhelming, but this one I think has a lot more about it, a lot more character. I really do like the tiger effect on the front in dark blue. If I was a Blues fan, I'd be happy with that. I'll give it... I'm gonna name a kit after Jack Colback. 8 out of 10. Barnsley, their designers are quite clearly very prone with technology and computers because they have mastered the art of copy and paste. The only difference that I can notice is the fact that it doesn't have the white trim up here. That's basically it. It's nothing special. So, like their team is slowly but surely becoming, it's pretty average. 5. Blackpool, the next team, even though they don't wear black. It's a terrible joke. I think you either love or hate this. There's no in between. I'm not entirely sure what the idea of this pattern is. Apparently it's not meant to resemble anything. It's just a cool, wacky idea that Puma had, and they thought they'd put it on a football kit. I do feel that for their first season in the Championship since 2012, they could have had a much more, less controversial kit. Is it controversial? Blackpool fans, if you're watching, what do you think of your kit? Let me know. I personally wouldn't really know what to think. I'll give that a 5 out of 10. Bristol City. There's one thing that I don't like about this, and I think if you've seen any other channel do this video, they'll pick up the same thing. The logo is in the middle, and I think you can kind of get away with it for international kits like England's kit. At first I wasn't a fan of the logo being in the middle, but it did grow on me and I thought, yeah, that's a great kit. The diamond pattern on the front saves it. I think that definitely makes a big impact, and I do like the fact that it's only on the body. It's not like going onto the sleeves. Really cool design. It lets itself down with the logo in the middle. However, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I think that's pretty fair. Worth pointing out as well, I do like the "One for Bristol City" slogan at the bottom of the shirt. That's a nice touch. Cardiff City. That is not a Welsh accent. I don't even know what that was. It was just me trying to be funny. I love this kit though. It looks really good. I like the dark blue with the royal blue. They could have just gone for white and made it look really basic. And I like the fact that they're trying to mix it up a bit. And they've also got collars like on this shirt. I wasn't the biggest fan of this Forest kit, but it's a bit like that in ways. They've got a dark blue collar. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 though, not bad at all. Coventry City, they've got a phoenix on the front coming out of blue fire flames. Not literally, it's painted on, or it's not painted on, it's a football kit. It's designed to look that way. I don't know what I'm talking about, but there's a phoenix. That's a mess. Classy touch though. Apparently it's the symbol of Coventry, phoenix. You learn something every day, because I didn't know that. The check pattern on the sleeves is inspired by the 1996-97 home shirt, so it's cool to see them going back in time and trying to recreate it today. It's a good little kit. This, I'll give it, I believe this is the strongest kit that I've rated so far, 8.5. Hang on a second, this is not a League One kit ranking video. This is Championship. So why on earth is Derby County on this list? Being unbiased, not a bad kit, but it's not the best kit either. It's just a bit in the middle. And I quite like the blue. Like, it's a bit different. Apparently it has to resemble what they wore when they won the 1971-72 league title. About the only thing that they have won. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. We've got one of the best kits next. Huddersfield Town. I just think this looks amazing. Cool, clean, fresh. How many more words can I come up with? There's quite a few, to be quite honest, but it's a decent looking shirt. I love it. Really cool. Another kit here that pays tribute to a former shirt back in 1922. their FA Cup winning team. So, nice touch there from Huddersfield. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Hull City, you cannot judge what they're going to wear. Sometimes they'll wear their classic, is it goldy orange and black stripes, or maybe pinstripes. They've wore like Tigers effect before. They've now, this year, got basically a tyre mark across it. But other than that, 7 out of 10. Not a bad shirt. Middlesbrough, when I first saw this, I genuinely thought it was last season's shirt. But then I looked a bit closer and I did see there were differences. The collar's completely different. But what really makes it look similar is the fact that the 3-2 red sponsor is identical with the white band here. I'm not a huge fan of that. I do kind of see why they've done it to make it stand out. However, you look a bit closer, you see fine details like the transporter bridge in the background of this entire kit. That looks really interesting. A very, very unique touch there from Burr. Other than that, it isn't anything special. It doesn't jump out at me, but I'll give it a 6.5. Millwall, they've gone for a bit of a different look here, haven't they, with the gold trim, and then you look at the top of the shirt, they've got that, you know, lighter shades of blue. Interesting. Not a bad kit at all. It's pretty much the same as what Millwall always have, but they've made an effort. They've tried to go a little bit different. Having said it's pretty basic, I do also like it a lot. I'll give it, let's be nice, an 8. Nottingham Forest, you may have heard that team. Big upgrade on last season, in my opinion. If you watched my channel last season to any degree, you'll know, okay, my chair's literally on top of that. You'll know that I wasn't really a big fan of this shirt. I just thought it was so unbelievably basic and there's nothing special about it at all. I have got the new kit, but I haven't actually got access to it yet because it isn't here. I like this kit a lot more given the fact that they've got just a bit more about it. The slightly lighter shades of red all over it is decent. It's a very clean, cool looking shirt. I'll give it a 7. Peterborough United. This is a really, really good looking kit. I rate this highly. The patterns on the front in blue and white and several patterns as well really do stand out a lot. It's a kit fitting of a team that have been promoted, in my opinion, and I think they will look good wearing this season. It's inspired by their 1990 to 1991 home shirt, so another kit that's going back in time. I love it when teams do that, you know, still sticking and staying true to their traditions. I rate it a lot, 9 out of 10. Preston North End, they've kept the theme of having blue sleeves for a second straight year in a row, but this time with this incredibly interesting looking pattern all over it. Really don't know how to describe it at all. Apart from that though, it isn't anything special and I can't decide whether I do like that pattern or not, so we'll give it a 6.5. That might be a little bit harsh. I know it's plain and simple, it does the job, but it's nothing really special in my opinion. I do like this kit a lot though, and there's a lot of kits coming up now where I do like them a lot. QPR, better kit than last season in my opinion. Really, really cool and clean. Another kit as well with gold. I think gold on a team that, you know, doesn't have a colour at all like that, just like with Millwall, I just think it stands out really well. Again, another kit inspired by a kit from the 90s, 1992 this time. Quality shirt, can't complain. And Edward, if you're watching this, what do you think of your new kit? Let me know in the comments below, or any QPR fan. I'll give it a 9. I'm going hard with that one. Reading, celebrating 150 years of their history, and I think they've got a good kit to market. The gold logo, I don't really like it when teams mix up their logos that much, but I get why they've done it this time. They've kept the white shorts for this year. It's always a bit difficult to call what they're going to wear, Reading, because sometimes they wear blue shorts, and I think if they wear blue, it's probably kind of better because... that's an interesting way of wording it. It is better because they don't look like QPR, you know. Yeah, we'll give it, not as high as QPR, we'll give it an 8.5. I tell you, the second half of all these kits are way better than the first because we've got Sheffield United next. I didn't like their kit last season at all. It was a kit fitting for relegation in my opinion. Maybe a little bit harsh there, but I didn't like the fact that it was considerably more white than red. Much prefer it when they wear more red than white. Plain and simple, but sometimes that's the best bet, and sometimes I can criticise that, but it varies really. The new sponsor as well looks good on the front. I'm going to give it an 8.5, a good kit for the Blades. Stoke, I just said that plain and simple looks really good for Sheffield United. Stoke are the definition of that because every year they always seem to stick to the same thing. Last year they did mix it up a bit, to be fair to them. the classic, you know, red and white stripes, but they had like mini stripes in between them, so they did change it up. This year they've gone back to more of a simpler design and thicker red stripes, basically just 3 on their own. Other than that, it isn't anything special, but it does do the job, you know, can't complain. We'll give it a 7? 7.5, yeah, 7.5. Swansea City, the second to last kit here. The first thing we notice, of course, is the new logo. I much prefer the old one. Maybe it's because I'm used to that. Maybe it will grow on me in time, but I don't know what to make of it. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like Swansea's new logo or not? Again, another team that have got fine details when you look a bit closer. The thin, slightly darker shades of white on the regular white. Looks pretty cool. Other than that, it's nothing massively special. The collars and cuffs with the black and white. Yeah, they've done a pretty good job here. I'll give it an 8.5 in my opinion. And the final kit. This is the only one here really where you can say that isn't traditional. You know, and I'm normally someone that doesn't like it when they mess with tradition. Ask my dad, he hates it. But I like this. West Brom. I think it looks really, really cool and clean. The red trim. And you look at the fine details as well. I love the fact that they have the lyrics of The Lord is my shepherd, which is, I presume, their equivalent to Mull of Kintyre, like what Forest sing. It's a really, really cool little detail there. I just think it's a really, really cool, clean looking kit. And I don't really like it when they mess with tradition, like I said, but I like it this time. I'm going to give it an 8.5. Alright, that's my ranking of every single championship home kit. If you'd like me to do the away in the near future, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon.